What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to our channel. I am UV, one half of the Mix and Match sisters. Key is not here right now. She actually don't even know I'm doing this video, so I'm gonna just post it. So I don't know, whatever I talk about is just random things or how I've been feeling, or what I've been struggling with lately. So I might get a little emotional, but I find this to be very therapeutic. So it's not like, no, like sometimes your spirit be a little down. So, but I've been praying, I'm staying in my word. But yeah, so some random things that's been on my mind. So, just give me a sec and I'll be right back. And yeah. All right, you guys, welcome back to the channel. So earlier I just said that I was I had a few things on my mind and I'm struggling with a few things. Well, I was, and certain things I still am, but I'm overcoming them. Like as some of you may know, I passed my real estate classes, and I had to take my exam. I took my exam twice and I failed, which was the first time I came in. I was very confident, like, I'm gonna do this, you know what I'm saying? And I didn't. I failed both parts. And when I walked out, the lady, she was like, I didn't have bad scores. I was missing, I was failing by like 3 points or 3 questions. The lady, she was like, don't look so defeated. This is your first time taking it. She said, this is at Community College of Philadelphia. She said, I can count on 2 hands how many people actually passed on their first try. So, of course, I still felt a little funny because, I didn't pass my exam, but I wasn't that hard on myself. Because again, it has been months and months since I passed the class. And then, the whole pandemic and everything was on hold for a minute. So I didn't feel that bad. So it's like, even after that, my boyfriend, he still cheered me up. My family cheered me up. And then, we went out. I went out afterwards, and the kids and, him, they took me out to eat or whatever, which was fine. And then, the second time I took it, I didn't really feel that confident. I didn't. And I feel like I study a lot, but sometimes you can over study. And I think that's what's going on with me. Like, I'm over studying. And I'm usually a person that encourages everybody. But even the encourager, we get down on ourselves as well. So the second time I didn't feel as confident, and this is the one I took on City Line Avenue. I still fell by a couple of points. And one thing about the exam, for you that took it, they don't tell you which answers you got wrong. So you kind of basically, but they will score it and say that, you scored maybe 11 questions in rules and regulations, and you might have got 7 out of 11 wrong. So they will tell you that. But as far as you got this question wrong, so you can focus on, they don't really tell you that, which is fine. And that time I felt defeated. I felt sad. You know what I'm saying? Like, I felt bad. And I felt like, dang it, I really want this. Like, I don't know if you guys ever felt so passionate about something, but this is one thing that I really want. And there's a lot of things that I have done in life and I've tried in life, and it wasn't really me. I went hard, but I didn't go as hard as I do with this. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, I want to sell houses. I want to rent houses. Like, I want to be a real estate mogul. And even though right now it's hard for me to, it's not even hard for me to see it. It's more so the process. And a lot of people don't have patience for the process. Sometimes I am losing patience, but this is something that I really love. Now, somebody can come along and say, UV, can you help me with this, or your input on this? And I'll help them, and it just thrives. It goes so well, but that's not my passion. even when I'm helping somebody or my input or anything, like, not saying that I'm making that thing better, but when I'm helping and I'm giving it my all and it thrives. And it's like, when I help other people, I feel like it takes off or the process go a little faster. But I feel like for me, it is taking, I feel like it is taking extremely long. And it's causing me to be sad in my spirit at times, because this is something that I really want. Like, I really want this. Like, and I don't know if y'all know how it feels to really want something and it's not happening. But I do know that once I pass this, God is going to bless me in that area. I've seen it. And it's not something that I conjured up in my mind. I have seen it. But God is not going to tell you the process that you have to go through. But when he gave me that vision, I know that that's what's going to happen. But sometimes that process, it could really throw you off, and I have to learn to stay focused. Like, I have another exam coming up in a couple of weeks. I am never going to give up, because I am not a quitter, and I know what God showed me. I will never give up. I don't care how many times it take. I have to find something that works for me. I am a visual learner, so I do the flashcards. But I believe that I am overstudying. I know that I am overstudying, and it's so much information. It is so much information that I keep reading each chapter, doing the quiz and the questions and the answers. I can't do that no more. I have to focus on the answers in a question until I learn how to master the format of the question, the structures of the questions. And then I had to really realize, like, it has been a while since I took those classes. I am trying to jump back in this. Although I've never stopped, filling my mind with some type of information when it comes to that. I have been through a lot within the last year. Not to get emotional, but I have been through a lot. I have not been as focused as I should be. But then again, it's like, I've been through a lot. Like, I've lost my mom, who, she battled with cancer for like 2 years. Like, I have dealt with that. And not only have I dealt with that, we had to take care of her. So you talking about a woman who was strong. Nothing could break my mom. My mom took care of 9 kids by herself. Nothing would break her. So that strength that she had, that she embodied, it started to go down. The cancer was really eating her up. So her body was slowly shutting down. It was winding down. My mom always been a voluptuous woman. She had got really thin. I'll try to insert some before and after pictures. She got really small. She wasn't as active as she used to be. It was a lot. It was a lot. She had to have, she had colon cancer. She had stage 5. So she already was, and when they caught it, it was at stage 4. But we didn't notice. My mom wasn't somebody that was big on, oh, let me go to the doctors. Like, she wasn't that type of person. And if any of you know somebody like that, especially an older person, and they have that mentality, please encourage them to go to the doctors, get their checkup. Even younger people, like, please, because what happened. But I do believe that if my mom would have, if she would have been the type to be like, I feel sick, I don't feel well, something is hurting me, I believe that she could have lived longer. They could have caught it in time, but God ways is his ways. But again, I had to deal with that. Me and Kia, my sisters, my brothers, we had to take care of my mom. But at the time, she kept getting so sick, she had to come live with me and Kia and Carter, the baby. So that was on my mind. So I'm trying to do my real estate classes, come home, take care of my mom. She had colon cancer, so they had to remove a lot of they had to remove a lot of things in her stomach, like, you know, the tumors and everything that was in her stomach or her colon. I don't know the medical term for that, but they had to remove a lot of that. So we had to literally take care of my mom, like colostomy bags, like, you know, giving her injections, her IVs, giving her her TPN. Some of you guys might know what that is, some of you guys might not, but you know, it was a lot. And I just had my son Carter, so I was struggling with that. You know, I'm trying to go to school, taking care of my family. I just had a child, my first child. You know, just it was just so much. And towards the end of her life, it just was really hard. It was really hard to see my mom like that. And towards the end of, like I said, towards the end of her life, I found out that I was pregnant. She was the first person that I told. She said, I knew you was pregnant, you man. She said, I'm so proud of you and Kevin. I was like, Mom, I don't want to be pregnant. This is so hard. She said, you got this. And her best advice I ever got from my mom, she said that you are an incredible mom. And I didn't feel that way because this was my first time. But yeah, so I dealt with a lot with that with her, you know. And then I found that I was pregnant, so I was going through a lot of stuff emotional with that. I'm losing my mom. I found out that I was pregnant. I didn't know at all. She was happy. I wasn't, to be honest, and I'm gonna be very transparent. I just had my son. I'm not just had him, but you know, he's one. I'm just learning to be a mom. And the thought of adding another one on, you know, I'm still having a 1-year-old, and then I'm gonna have another child. You know, that was a lot of stress. It was a lot of emotions. And, you know, me and my boyfriend, we were going through a lot, like a whole lot emotionally. Like I was literally driving that man crazy. And it was because I felt like I was going crazy because of what happened to my mom. And it was nothing I can do about it. It was nothing I can do about it. And that really hurted me so bad that I couldn't do nothing about it. It hurted me so bad that I was hurting and I was hurting him. It hurted me so bad that sometimes I was shut down and I didn't want to be bothered by nobody. Like, I just didn't want to be, I wanted to be by myself. And so I found out that I was pregnant. We went through a lot. The day before my mom memorial, a few hours before my mom memorial, the house next door to us burnt down, which caused a lot of smoke and ashes to be in our house. This was literally 12 o'clock in the morning, and my mom memorial was at 11 o'clock in the morning. We had to take the food. It was so horrible. Like whatever could go wrong, it went wrong. So you talking about, I'm stressed out because I'm going through so much. I have to watch my mom pass away. The house next door to us burnt down. The landlord's telling us we basically have to leave after the fire marshal said it's safe to go in. Immediately the insurance people come, within that same time of that happening, all of this stuff is taking place. Y'all gotta go. It's too much. But the sheriff or the captain of the fire department said, you know, it's okay. And we did have Carter in there at the time, but they said it's okay for you guys to go in, you know. Immediately insurance people come, oh no, y'all gotta throw this way. It just was so much on top of losing our mom and having a memorial within a few hours. I was losing my mind. And I am a strong person. I'm not an emotional person, even though I felt like I became that after having a child. I'm not an emotional person. It just was so much weight on me, till I felt like I started to become, or I may have become, depressed. I became depressed. I became sad. I didn't know who I was becoming because it was so much happening. And this is how I felt. I don't know. I can't go by what how Kia felt. You know, that's how she felt. But this is how I felt at the time because, remind you, I lost my mom. I have a 1-year-old child. I just found out I'm pregnant. The landlord is telling us we have to leave the house because it's a fire next door that had nothing to do with this house. It was for insurance reasons. You know, I have a family. I have people that will take us in. But it was so much. It was so much. And then on top of that, being at the house, we wasn't treated very well. It was very hurtful. It was a lot. I was stressed the hell out. I was going through depression. And I can say that right now, but before, I am such a strong person, it wouldn't have bothered me. I was depressed. And the only thing that got me through it, I am speaking for myself, is my relationship with God. Prayer, fasting, being around people that's going to uplift you and encourage you. You know, talking about how I feel. I was going through it. So here I am. Okay, let me get back in the groove of things. I'm going to take my real estate exam. You know, everything is open back up. You know, first of all, I'm still going through. First of all, at that moment, I was still going through things with the father of my kids, my boyfriend. We were going through a very tough time with each other to a point, and I felt like I hated him. You know, we wasn't very nice to each other at all. And I had to realize, like, there are things in me that I have not dealt with. And it hurt. It hurt. It hurt so much. Like, we're starting to get back on better terms because we both wanted to work. And then we had a little counseling session with a married couple. It was going right, and then that didn't go right at the time because we both end up arguing at the end of the session. I was broken. And I am still dealing with certain things. And everybody kept saying, Yvette, you have a lot on your plate. You have a lot going on. But to me, I felt like I can do this. I got this. All right, my mom passed away. That joint hurt, but I still got to move. I got to provide for my family. I got to take care of myself. I got to take care of my kids. I have to take care of my family. That was my number one priority. I never allowed myself to grieve. I never allowed myself to make peace with my mom's death. I never allowed myself to heal. And that's why it hurts so bad. Like, I'm trying to go back and do this real estate thing. And I had to realize I have so much on my plate. I'm trying to do a million things at once and not realizing that I am stressed the hell out. I am going crazy mentally. I am breaking down every day, borderline depressed. So unhappy because I lost my mom. I felt so weak. I felt defeated. And it's like I'm trying to really focus because I want to pass this real estate exam. Like, it means everything to me, and everything that I do is for my kids. So I'm really gonna try, and I pray that I pass this time. And if I don't, I'm still gonna keep going. I'm never gonna give up because I promised my mom that I'm going to do this. Like, so I don't know. I'm gonna just keep praying, keep fasting, keep doing what I gotta do. I'm never gonna give up. Ever. I'm never gonna give up. I don't know if I feel, I woke up feeling a little sad. Even today, November 2nd is the day my dad passed away. And then the holidays coming around. It's like, this will be our first Thanksgiving and Christmas, everything without my mom. Like, my mom was the backbone of our family. Like, she was the fighter of his family. And it's like, her presence is, it's not there, you know. We talk about her and we laugh and we joke, but it's different from her, you know, physically being in our presence. Like, you know, and it still bothers me that she didn't get to meet my other son, Carson. And then Carter got to meet her for a little bit. You know, she got videos and stuff with him. But I don't know. I just woke up. I felt a little down in my spirit. And I think because, you know, the holidays coming up. My mom, she's a big holiday person. My real estate exam is coming up. I was not focused. Like, it's so much going on. I wasn't focused. But now I'm getting back focused. I just have to, you know, get that structure and order back. But it's so hard. But it's going to happen. So I came here just to say, like, you know, you guys keep me in your prayer. If you got any advice for me, I'm so open to anything. I'm overcoming a lot of things. I feel stronger as a woman, as a mother, as a sister, as an aunt. And you guys that are going through stuff, I pray that God will uplift you. I pray that you will seek God in the midst of whatever you're going through. It's a lot of pressure that comes from this world. But you cannot let that stuff overtake you. You have to be stronger than your situation. So I will never give up. I will always press. Always. It's just I'm having these moments where, you know, I'm a little down in my spirit, and it's fine. Because I won't stay here. I won't stay here. The things that I went through, it was a season. And everybody know that a season has to come to an end. So I encourage you all to keep going, keep pressing. Don't ever give up on your dreams. Don't ever give up on your life. Don't let nobody tell you that you can and you cannot do nothing. You are stronger than what you think. You are equipped with the tools that you need to move forward. Life can be hard, but you are harder. You're tougher, and you can keep going, and you can keep moving, and you can keep fighting. I love you guys. Like I said, this was a random video, but it's me being very transparent of what I am going through, because, you know, guess what? Somebody that might come across this might help you. You guys might be able to help me. But I thank you guys. I love you all. If you guys have not already, you know, like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and just continue to support us, and we'll continue to support you guys. This is a raw and real video. Everything that me and Kia do is very raw. It's real. It's transparent. And it's just the truth. And it's our life. And we will never hide from anybody or anything. Because there's no healing. There's no help if we hide. First and foremost, I thank God. I love him dearly. And I trust him with all my heart. And I know what he showed me. And I know that it's going to happen. And I'm not going to get caught up in the process. I'm going to keep moving. So I know this video was a little long and lengthy, but that's how I feel. And I pray I'll be able to help somebody or encourage somebody. We love you guys. Yeah, that's it.